What's up, United faithful? Grab your scarves and buckle up because I'm about to drop 3 absolute bombshells that have rocked Elland Road to its very foundations. We've just witnessed one of the most devastating weeks in recent Leeds history, and I'm not talking about just one disaster. I'm talking about a triple threat that's got every single white questioning everything we thought we knew about this season. Smash that like button right now if you're ready for the truth. Hit subscribe, because this channel is your only source for the real story. And drop a comment below telling me if you saw this coming. Picture this, our star winger is battling through pain, our £3, 8 million maestro is desperately missed, and our manager might be forced to make the most brutal decisions of his Leeds career. The pressure is mounting, the fans are restless, and with West Ham breathing down our necks, every single decision could make or break our entire Premier League survival. But here's the thing, United faithful, the first bombshell involves a player whose absence could cost us everything in our upcoming crucial fixtures. The Okafor injury nightmare that's haunting Farke Noah Okafor, the name that's been on every Leeds fan's lips since that devastating injury blow hit us like a sledgehammer. The Swiss sensation who's been our attacking lifeline this season is now trapped in an injury nightmare that could derail our entire Premier League campaign. Daniel Farke delivered the crushing news that sent shockwaves through the Leeds faithful. Okafor is suffering from an adductor strain that's kept him out of the Burnley disaster and now threatens his availability for the absolutely crucial West Ham clash. The German manager's words still echo in every fan's mind. Yes, he has an adductor strain, and he will miss a few more days of training. We will see. Can you feel that uncertainty, United faithful? That's the sound of our season hanging by a thread. The timing couldn't be more catastrophic. We're talking about our top goal scorer, our creative spark, the player who's been carrying our attacking hopes on his shoulders like Atlas himself. Without Okafor's electric pace and clinical finishing, we looked absolutely toothless against Burnley, a soul-crushing 19 shots and nothing to show for it. The statistics don't lie. Leeds dominated with 69% possession against Burnley. But what good is ball control without our Swiss wizard to unlock stubborn defenses? Jack Harrison stepped in, but let's be brutally honest, he fired over the bar when he had time and space. The replacement just isn't cutting it when we need magic. And every single Leeds fan can see the gaping hole Okafor's absence has left in our attacking third. The desperation in Farke's voice was clear when he admitted, of course, it would be very benefici out to have Willie back, to have Noah back. That's not confidence, United faithful. That's a manager watching his season slip away one injury at a time. Fans on social media are already calling this the curse of Elland Road, and with Dan James only just returning from his own injury nightmare, our attacking depth looks thinner than tissue paper. But wait, United faithful, because if you think Okafor's injury is our biggest problem, you haven't heard about the £3, 8 million revelation that's got pundits questioning everything. The £3.8 million missing piece that could save our season. Clinton Morrison dropped an absolute truth bomb on Sky Sports that every Leeds fan needs to hear, and his words should be carved into the walls of Elland Road. The former striker didn't hold back when analyzing our toothless performance against Burnley, and the brutal honesty in his analysis has left fans demanding immediate action. Willie Nanto, our £3, 8 million Italian wizard who's currently sidelined with hernia surgery, is the missing piece that Morrison believes could have changed everything against Burnley and could still save our entire season. Listen to these devastating words that cut straight to the heart of our crisis. I think they're missing Willie Nanto and they're missing Dan James. The pain in Morrison's voice was unmistakable as he watched Brendan Aronson and Jack Harrison struggle helplessly on the flanks while our creative genius sits powerless in the treatment room. Can you imagine the frustration, United faithful? Morrison didn't sugarcoat it. He saw exactly what we all witnessed at Turf Moor, a Leeds side completely devoid of the spark, creativity, and game-changing magic that Nanto brings to every single match. The statistics are absolutely damning. Leeds registered 14 shots against Burnley compared to their measly 3, held 64% possession, yet couldn't find the net even once. That's the difference between having a player who can create something from nothing and relying on workhorses who lack that killer instinct. Morrison's analysis revealed the harsh truth. Without Nanto's unpredictability and creativity, we're just another ordinary team going through the motions. The Italian international isn't just another squad player collecting wages. He's our versatility king, our Swiss Army knife. Nanto himself explained his mentality that we're desperately missing. Wherever the coach wants to play me, I'm ready to play and help the team. It's not too much about position and roles, but we try whenever or wherever we play. We try to use our qualities. That's the warrior mentality we need right now. Morrison even got into a heated exchange with Paul Merson over Leeds' performance, showing just how passionate and divided the football world has become about our situation. The tension was palpable as Morrison defended Leeds' second-half improvement, while Merson remained skeptical, but both agreed that missing key players like Nanto is costing us precious points in this relegation battle. The brutal reality is hitting home, while we're crying out for that moment of brilliance. Our £3.8 million solution is watching helplessly from the sidelines. Every Leeds fan knows that Nanto can unlock the tightest defense with a single touch. Yet here we are, reduced to hoping Dominic Calvert-Lewin can create miracles out of limited service. But United faithful, if you think missing key players is our only crisis, prepare yourself for the most controversial revelation yet. The brutal triple axe that Farke must swing. This is it. United faithful, the moment of absolute truth that could define our entire Premier League survival. After that humiliating 2-0 defeat to Burnley that left fans calling for heads to roll, the knives are out and Daniel Farke faces the most brutal decision of his Leeds career. 3 players, must be shown the exit door immediately if we have any hope of beating West Ham and salvaging what's left of this season. This isn't just opinion anymore, United faithful. This is pure survival instinct. And the clock is ticking toward Friday's make-or-break clash at Elland Road. Carl Darlow, first on the executioner's block. The statistics are absolutely damning. 8 goals conceded in just 5 Premier League games, without a single clean sheet to his name. The goalkeeper who endured those nightmare performances for Wales during the international break has now brought that same shakiness to Elland Road, and fans are demanding immediate change. His positioning for both Burnley goals was questionable at best, and with Lucas Perry fit and ready, there's absolutely no excuse for persisting with a keeper who simply isn't Premier League quality. Anton Stach, the £19.9 million midfielder whose performances are becoming a source of genuine embarrassment. One brave writer gave him a devastating 1/10 rating against Burnley and didn't hesitate to blame him for both goals we conceded. Where's the creativity we paid nearly £20 million for? Where's the vision and passing range that convinced Leeds to break the bank? Instead, we're watching a player who looks lost in the Premier League's intensity, and the statistics back up the critics. Stach managed just 73% pass accuracy and lost possession in dangerous areas multiple times. The brutal truth is that Tanaka, sitting on the bench with only 41 minutes of Premier League action in 4 games, deserves his chance to inject the urgency and forward drive this static midfield desperately needs. Fans are already questioning Farke's loyalty to underperforming stars when better options are available. Brendan Aronson, the American who breaks Leeds' hearts for all the wrong reasons. That miss against Burnley, when Jack Harrison played him through with a perfectly weighted pass, will haunt every Leeds fan's nightmares. Did anyone watching actually think he'd score? The brutal reality is we can never, ever trust him in those crucial moments when games hang in the balance. His decision-making under pressure is questionable, his finishing is unreliable, and while his work rate is admirable, we need players who can deliver when it matters most. Dan James is back from injury and showing more threat in 25 minutes as a substitute than Aronson managed in 70 minutes as a starter. The Welshman created the chances and attempted 8 crosses in his cameo. That's the kind of direct, attacking threat we desperately need against West Ham. The fans' voices are getting louder. United faithful. Social media is exploding with demands for change, and match-going supporters at Turf Moor made their feelings crystal clear with their disappointed reactions. The brutal reality is that Friday's West Ham clash is absolutely crucial. We're currently sitting 15th, just 1 point ahead of the Hammers in 20th position. This is a relegation 6-pointer in all but name, and the pressure couldn't be higher. After West Ham, we're staring down the barrel of Brighton away, Nottingham Forest, and then a nightmare run including Aston Villa, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Every point drop now could prove catastrophic come May. Farke cannot afford loyalty to underperforming stars when our Premier League survival hangs by a thread. The time for sentiment and favoritism is over. It's time for brutal, ruthless decisions that put results before relationships. What do you think, United faithful? Are these the changes that could save our season? Or is Farke making the biggest mistake of his managerial career? Drop your most honest thoughts in the comments below. Smash that subscribe button for more explosive Leeds content that tells the truth, and let me know which of these 3 bombshells shocked you the most. Our entire Premier League future depends on the decisions made in the next 48 hours.